give me a thumb up when you have an answer. Give me a thumb up on your chest when you have an answer. Take your time. Take your time. Remember, it's all about effort as long as you're trying. Jaden, what did you get?
50.
50. Did anybody get anything different? Caleb?
I got 61.
Okay. Alright, so, Jaden, I was wondering if you could talk us through how you got 50.
I did 9 minus 4, and I got 5.
You did 9, take away 4? So remember, this is really 90. And we're not subtracting within the same numbers. Does that make sense? So I see what you did, Jaden. This is a really quick fix, so thank you for sharing. You don't subtract this number from this number. Okay? Because of course you would get 9, take away 4 and get 5, 3 take away 3 and 0, and is that how you got 50? Yeah. So we want to take this second number and subtract it from that number. So, somebody who got 61, talk to me about how you got 61. Ellie, talk to me about how you got 61.
I used the inverse.
Okay, so go ahead and explain your thinking.
So, 61
Where should your eyes be?
plus 33 equals 94.
So how did you know that? Is my question. How did you go from here to 61?
So, for my equation, 3 equals 1 and 9.
So you took from the ones place. You started in the ones place. You took 4, take away 3, and you got 1. Okay.
Then 90 take away 30 equals 960.
Awesome. So I noticed, Ellie, that you said 90 take away 30 instead of 9 take away 3. Why is it 90 take away 30 and not 9 take away 3? Because that's a very important distinction. Colton, why is it 90 take away 30, not 9 take away 3?
Because
Where should your eyes be?
if you would cover up the 2 zeros, it would be 9 and 3.
Right, so why do we have those zeros there is my question. Somebody want to help Colton out? Why is it 90 and not 9? Eden?
It's 90 and not 9 because it's in the tens place.
Yeah, because it's 9 tenths, right? And 9 tenths is equivalent to 9. Good. Alright, so Ellie, sorry to interrupt you. So you took the ones place, 4 take away 3, you got 1, and then you moved to the tens place, 90 take away 30, you got 60. Now what's your next step?
I put 60 plus 1 and that equals 61.
Awesome. And then you were talking about the inverse. Can you go in a little bit more detail about how you use the inverse to check?
Yes. 30. So my sentence was 33 plus 61 equals 94.
So I noticed, Ellie, that you just switched the order around, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody remember what property that's called? I talked to you a little bit about that. Your parents have one way to work, and they come back the same way. It starts with a C.
Oh.
Fact.
Is it called a fact family?
It is called a fact family, but the property is called the commutative property. Remember us
Oh,
talking about that?
yeah.
Okay, so Ellie, you're using the inverse or the opposite operation. So let's talk about why this works. So when we add the ones together first, we add 3 plus 1, which gives us 4. And then when we add our tens together, we have 30 plus 60, which gives us 90. Then we add our 2 remaining numbers, and we get 94. Awesome. All right. Anybody do it differently? Okay. Right. Caleb.
So,
What?
I'll just think these lines in the exact same color.
I just moved it down so that I could have somebody else show a different way.
So,
Caleb?
So my Only just a teeny tiny bit a little different.
So it's probably not different, so why don't I give you a new problem?
Okay.
Give me a thumb up when you have an idea. I noticed that most people are actively trying to solve this problem. So remember, we don't raise our hands. We fight that urge. Don't raise our hands. We fight that urge. Hannah, what's your answer?
I think it's 50.
50? Okay. Sasha?
51.
Same,
Yeah, I got it. I got that.
So remember, we just do this in lieu of saying Hannah, can you talk to us about how you got 50 first?
I did 7 minus 6.
What does that give you?
1
Okay.
is 70.
Good.
20 equals. I'm gonna choose my answer.
Okay, that's fine. So 70 minus 20 equals what?
50.
Good.
And then I did 50 minus or plus 1 equals 51.
That's right. I heard you that you changed your answer. That's awesome. You did that on the fly. So you know what's really cool about that is that I don't even have to make a correction. That's pretty cool when you can figure out right off the bat, oh, I made a tiny mistake. I'd like to change my answer. No big deal. Sammy.
Here's how I got 51.
Okay.
So I like to use the ones. So
Okay.
So I took away 3 from 7, and I know that equals 4. So
Let me just make sure I'm understanding you. So you're taking 3 away from the 7?
so I'm like using ones, and then I take away 2, and so that equals 4. So that means 7 take away 2 would equal 5. So I know 70 take away 20 would equal 50, and then I did 7 minus 1, and that 7 minus 6, and that equals 1. And I put the answers and I put 50 and 1 together, and I got 51.
Okay, so Sammy, I just have one follow-up question. You started talking about this, but then you didn't use it. You said I have 7 and I take 3 away, then there's 4 left. Did you mean to say that, do you think? 'Cause you didn't end up using it.
So I didn't really use it, and I solved that a similar equation.
Oh, okay. So it helped you out with something else. Great. All right, I want to offer one more thing to you on our next problem. So the question I want you to think about is how can we use estimation to help us solve this problem? And remember, when we use estimation, ooh, eyes are up here. When we use estimation, we use what? Starts with an R. Kellen, we use rounding. So for this next one, I want you to listen very carefully. So it helps when your eyes are up on me. Full body listening. Okay. For this next one, I don't want the exact answer. I want an estimate. So I want you to estimate and give me that answer. Does that make sense? So I don't want the actual. I would like a good estimate. Remember, I'm looking for an estimate. about how you can use rounding to estimate to get a good answer close to that. Zion, I don't think you're taking this very seriously right now, buddy.
First grade. That's why I said they're so grown up. First grade.
I'm gonna give you another minute till I see some more thumbs up. Remember, I'm not looking for an actual, I'm looking for a close estimate. Zara, what would be a good estimate for this problem? 50. Did anybody have a different thought? Caleb?
51.
Okay, that's not really an estimate. We're looking for an estimate, so we want to use zeros usually. Yes. So 70 is your answer. So Zara, talk to us about how you got 50 as a good estimate. What did you round these two numbers to?
Well, I rounded 69 to 70.
Ah, because it's only how many hops away?
1.
Good.
And then I did 7, and then I did 18 rounds to 20,
'Cause it's only what?
2 hops away.
Awesome.
And then I did 70 minus 20, which equals to 50.
Awesome. So notice that Zara used her knowledge of rounding, Lexi, to create a good estimate. So she saw 69 right away and said, oh, that's only one away from 70. Remember, when we use estimation, we want to use zeros because they're easy to subtract. And then she saw 18 and said, oh, 18 is only 2 away from 20. And then that makes it a lot easier of a subtraction problem. Now I want you in your head to solve for the actual. Now I want you to solve for the actual, what is 69 minus 18, and give me a thumb up when you have an idea. Noah, what's your idea? Oh. Noah, excellent job. Talk to us about how you got 51.
So I added 10 to, I subtracted 10 to 60.
So you did 60, take away 10, and that gave you what?
50.
Good. Okay.
And then I minus 8 to 9, and that gave me 1.
Great.
So I added 50 and 1, that gave me 51.
Awesome. So now here's my next question. Our actual answer was 51, and our estimate was 50. So was our estimate a good estimate?
Yes.
Why? If you think yes, which I would love to hear what you think. Why is it a good estimate? Quinn, why is 51 a good why is 50 a good estimate when the actual answer was 51?
Because 50 is just one hop down from 51, and then 51 is the answer. That is a good estimate because it's really, really close to the real answer.
Absolutely, it's very, very close to the real answer. Would anybody like to add on to what Quinn just shared? Lyndon?
I would like to add on to Quinn. It's because it also rounds, because 51 rounds to 52.
Oh, very good. So it also rounds to the same number. So yeah, it must be a I need everyone to